Knowledge of what is does not open the door directly to what should be. I love to travel, but hate to arrive. The fear of death is the most unjustified of all fears, for there's no risk of accident for someone who's dead. People love chopping wood. In this activity one immediately sees results. Science is a wonderful thing. If one does not have to earn one's living at it. I do not believe that civilization will be wiped out in a war fought with the atomic bomb. Perhaps 2/3 of the people of the earth will be killed.
In order to be an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must above all be a sheep oneself.
Anyone who doesn't take truth seriously in small matters cannot be trusted in large ones, either. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. You ask me if I keep a notebook to record my great ideas. I have only ever had one. I do not believe in the God of theology who rewards good and punishes evil. Small is the number of people who see with their eyes and think with their minds. Solitude is painful when one is young, but delightful when one is more mature. The unleashed power of the atom has changed everything, save our modes of thinking, and we thus drift toward unparalleled catastrophe. People love chopping wood. In this activity, one immediately sees results. I have just got a new theory of eternity. I do not believe in God of theology, who rewards good and punishes evil. The road to perdition has ever been accompanied by lip service to an ideal. It is my conviction that killing under the cloak of war is nothing but an act of murder. The devil has put a penalty on all things we enjoy in life. Either we suffer in health, or we suffer in soul, or we get fat. Science is a wonderful thing, if one does not have to earn one's living at it. Knowledge of what is does not open the door directly to what should be. In order to be an immaculate member of a flock of sheep, one must above all be a sheep oneself. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. I do not believe that civilization will be wiped out in a war fought with the atomic bomb. Perhaps 2/3 of the people of the earth will be killed. It was the experience of mystery, even if mixed with fear, that engendered religion. One strength of the communist system of the East is that it has some of the character of a religion and inspires the emotions of a religion. There could be no fairer destiny for any physical theory than that it should point the way to a more comprehensive theory in which it lives on as a limiting case. The attempt to combine wisdom and power has only rarely been successful, and then only for a short while. I shall never believe that God plays dice with the world. The grand aim of all science is to cover the greatest number of empirical facts by logical deduction from the smallest number of hypotheses or axioms. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. Is not it strange that I, who have written only unpopular books, should be such a popular fellow? All these primary impulses, not easily described in words, are the springs of man's actions. Stands to the everlasting credit of science that by acting on the human mind, it has overcome man's insecurity before himself and before nature. To the master's honor all must turn, each in its track, without a sound, forever tracing Newton's ground. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. I live in that solitude, which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. Any man who can drive safely while kissing a pretty girl is simply not giving the kiss the attention it deserves. If people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed.